All right, Tiffany. First, thank you so much for asking questions and letting me know what's working for you and what's not. I wish I would have thought of making some videos for mental math for you sooner. That would have been so helpful. So, any questions, just totally feel free to ask, okay? So to start with, I'm going to do the 4 questions that are on the practice test just to show you what I was thinking for those. And then I'll grab a couple more examples and do those, okay? So the first one we have is 41 squared. And there was an activity in your text where we did stuff like a plus 1 squared. Okay, and we started to notice a pattern. So I'm going to actually work through a couple of these with you. So let's say we wanted 11 squared, 21 squared, and 31 squared. Okay, now the only one I know off the top of my head is 11 squared, but I know that 11 is the same as 10 plus 1. Well, I also know when I square something, okay, when I square this binomial a plus 1, okay, ideally we've done several of those, okay, and you could do a box to figure it out if that helps you. You can use FOIL, you can use distributive property, and you'll get a squared, and 1. So you see that it's a squared, this is a squared, plus 2a plus 1. So 10 is a really nice number to deal with. So if I let this a be 10 in this example, and I'll let it be a different number in my other examples, I can very quickly see that I have 10 squared plus 2 times 10 plus 1. So that's 121. Okay. If I'm dealing with 21 squared, I can just let my first number be 20, because that's pretty easy to deal with again, because I know that then I have 20 squared plus 2 times 20 plus 1. So that's 441. Okay. So 31 squared would be 30 plus 1. So that's 30 squared plus 2 times 30 plus 1. So this is just a pattern, and in class I developed this and did a whole bunch of different examples, and so then we can see that I have 961. So they're always going to end in 1 because that's what happens. 1 times 1 is 1. So I could give you any particular number, and on the test I tell you what equation I want you to use. I don't just leave it wide open. So this is 40 squared, so that's 1600. Sorry, got ahead of myself. 2 times 40 is 80 plus 1, so 1681. All right, so that is so much quicker than having to FOIL the whole thing out. Or I would bet money that it's quicker than if I had this and I did 41 times 41. 1, 4, 4, 16. So 1, 6, 8, 1. If I've done a little bit of practice with these, it's way quicker than doing the standard algorithm. Okay. A couple of these are just basic. So example 420,000 divided by 700. I'm just hoping that we recognize that there's 2 zeros in each one. 42 is evenly divisible by 7, so I get 600. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to skip to D now. So D says, give a simple estimate for 2913 divided by 73. So I really want these two problems to kind of relate to each other, is what I was thinking when I wrote them down. So 2913, it's not perfect, but it's 2800. And 73 is pretty close to 70. So then I can get a quick estimate. Okay, it might not be perfect because I'm 113 off when I make that estimation, and I estimated them both down, but it's not a bad place to start for me to estimate how much paint I might need or whatever the case is. Okay, then on B, I have 130 times 1300. So one of your mental math exercises was to remember all of the perfect squares. So 13 squared is 169, and then I have 3 zeros. Okay, so that I can guarantee you is much quicker than going through the standard algorithm. Okay, all right, so that was only 5 minutes. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to grab some more examples and I'll make you another one. Okay, all right.